Hello, this is Nils from 𝗔𝗯𝗀 course. Today I would like to talk about how you can test a plugin whenever it's a new plugin or a plugin that you have in your catalog but never used it before. So plugins help us to achieve the sound we want to get for our production. You can shape with them, you can dial in some dynamic or some EQ setting or whatever sound you like for a particular track. And if you have a new one or never used, you have to get used to it. The problem is when you look for a new plugin, probably you look on YouTube or look on some communities, you will see some reviews where someone say this is a game changer, or you see all the marketing hypes from Grammy nominated engineers, or whatever the manufacturer do for its marketing. And I don't say this is a bad thing, but you can make only a decision when you get your hands on a plugin. And many plugin manufacturers have different settings, have different presets and different functions. So you have to know what you're doing and how can you test the plugin quickly but effective. So let us pretend that you need some kind of a new plugin and you want to test it yourself. Now you have different options to check out a new plugin. The first one is look up into the manual. That seems a bit boring, but I do that most of the time too late. You can find very helpful guidance or very helpful insights into a plugin function if you have a quick look into the manual. The second one is you load up the plugin, you turn the knobs and hear what's going on, what do the plugin to the sound. Or you use the presets from the plugin developer. And I would like to show you at first how different the plugin developers give us the option to load presets or how we can find the manual. And for that reason, I load up a small song or some tracks from a song, and I show you 4 different plugins from 4 different developers. So I created a small session. Here we have 4 drum tracks, then we have a bass guitar and 4 electric guitars. And I picked 4 different plugins. The first one is the SSL channel from Universal Audio. The second one is from Plugin Alliance from the developer Brainworks, and this is the AMIC console. Then again from Plugin Alliance, but from a different third-party developer, it's Louder Than Live. This is the 𝗧𝗵𝗶 plugin. And the last one is from 𝗏𝗏 Audio, and this is the distinct distortion unit. And the plugin itself doesn't matter at the time. I just want to show you how different you can find the manual. With Universal Audio, we just have to go to the small 3 dots, go here, and then we click on documentation, and it takes us directly to the online menu from that plugin. And as you can see, here are all the other plugins as well, but this is a very detailed menu about this channel strip. Very great, very helpful, and this is a good solution. Let's see how it works with the Plugin Alliance. Here we go to the question mark in the right corner, and then we can say open menu, and it opens up a PDF with all the information about this channel strip. Here on the 𝗏𝗏 Audio, here is the setting button and then open menu, and this takes us to the home page from 𝗏𝗏 Audio, and this is at first the say page. And if we go a bit down, here we have some explanation, but this is not a real menu for this plugin. Let's see if we get something else. No, not at this time. And so the other ones are much better. But to get to know a new plugin, really you have to put your hands on, you have to load it up and turn the knobs. So if we load up that plugin, we can see here is a normal channel strip with all the dynamics and the EQ, and we just can turn all the plugin and see what's doing to the sound. But if you want to get a quick overview, you can use presets. And again, every developer does this a bit different. In Pro Tools, we have these standard settings here, and here you can create your own presets, but sometimes, or some developers, load in their own preset inside this option, but Universal Audio does this not. We have here another window option, and when we click on, we get another window, and this is the window where we can search for the type of preset we would like to test. And we have also here a different kind of type, and if we know, we have this on a kick drum channel, so we can click here kick and get all the presets for a kick drum. We also can use artists. So the artists have created preset for Universal Audio, but we can also use the search function. So let me clear this, and we go here and say kick. You see, I don't have to type enter. It already brings us all the presets where the word kick is in. Really great, really helpful, fast, and a good overview. So very good sorted organization of presets. Let's have a look at how it's with the plugin from Brainworks. And here we have presets that are already loaded into Pro Tools. It is not so good organized as well in the Universal Audio. We have no search function, and yeah, we can click here again, open again, click again, and it is not as perfect as with Universal Audio, but doable. Let's have a look how a lot of the Liftoff does this. We have no plugins. This is my own drum bus plugin setting that I created. So there again, no factory presets, but here's the preset window from the plugin. And when we click on that, we have to go to factory presets, but we just have to hover, and then the next step opens up and we can click on that. But again, we can jump now through that. But if we want to choose that, we have to go again, click again, and that is again, it's not so easy as within the Universal Audio. And another option or another example is with Qive Audio. Here again, there are no factory presets loaded into Pro Tools. Here's the presets window. We have to click factory presets, vocals, and here we have to do 3 clicks to come through that, and only here's the hover function active, and we click and we get the preset loaded. It took a while. It's not so snappy like the other ones. And as you can see, there are not as many as within the other preset options from the other developers. But that might not be a bad thing. But you see, there's a difference how you work with presets or how you can load them up and compare them quickly. In my view, presets help you to understand what the plugin does to the track very well. So you can use the different plugins and click through them very fast and hear what's going on. But the problem is, if you go from preset to preset to preset, you compare the preset and not what's really doing to your original sound. So you have to hear what it does to the original sound. And for that reason, I would always recommend you that you use a preset, listen to the preset, bypass, listen to the original, and then go to the next, and then use the bypass again to listen to the new preset, so that you come back to the original sound of your track. And when you compare presets, be careful with the volume setting, because some presets have more often a higher volume than your original track, and it could fake your decision, because a louder track seems often better than a track with less volume. So let's check that out with the presets here from the kick. We just start from the top and listen what do some presets to that track. So the last one was a very good example what happened to the volume. So we have to be careful when you do that and check what's going on. I would pull that down so we can compare with the same volume. Let's do that again. Now we have a real impression what's going on with that kind of setting to the sound if we have the same volume information. So this is one option to do that with a bypass. But if the plugin gives us some more options to compare the settings, we have here the A and B settings, so we can bring in another setting. Let's do maybe that one. And let's check the volume. And now we have two different presets and the original with the bypass, and we can compare these kind of presets very fast. And if we now decided on one or two presets that are a good starting point, it's very important to check how it works in the mix, because it might sound good on that track when you hear it solo, but what happens if we pull up these preset inside the mix? So let's listen to the mix, and then I activate the presets and we can compare them better inside the mix. So this is an example how we can do this with the Universal Audio plugins. And let's have a look how this will work on the amic console from Plugin Alliance. Here we have A, B, C, and D option for different settings. But there is one thing that I don't like. If we, for example, we use the snare channel, and let's have a look for snare. So here, snare top, the number 14, and we have this on A. We can do that again. We listen to the channel solo and listen what it does to the track. So let's say we would like to check out a new one, but want to keep that. And for my understanding, I would say, okay, I go to B and load another one, and that is 15, snare. And it puts us back to A and bring and load up the preset 15. Let's listen to that. The problem is 14 is gone. So you can load up here one preset, and this goes for A, B, C, D, and then you can change your own, what you like to change here, more makeup, gain, and here less volume. And now you can see that this changed from the earlier preset. So to go through all this kind of setting, it's not as easy and comfortable like with the SSL from Universal Audio. Let's see how this works with the 𝗧𝗵𝗶 plugin. And here we have A, B, C, D. And let's know what we are here on the bass guitar. And let's see what we have here for bass. So here we have that one. Let's listen to that. And now we bring in B and load in another preset. And here we take that one. Let's have a listen to that. Now when we change back to A, we get the preset we had before, but we don't know which one it was. Okay, now that's not so hard to remember because there are not so many presets. We use that, but if you have 4 different presets and you don't know which one was the one you like, it's not so easy to remember, get through if this plugin is completely unknown for you. And there are many settings here in that plugin, very versatile plugin. And no, it's not the game changer, but it's a very helpful plugin. I like it a lot. Let's see how it works with the plugin from Qive Audio. Here we have a guitar, and we have here A and B, and we load up. Let's see what we can get. Here's a guitar, tube presence. Now we go to B and load in another one. Let's do Radio FX. Listen to that. So what's happened when we get back to A? Get back to the setting, but again, we don't see which one we had used. So again, the best one is here, Universal Audio with their setting, presets, and function to compare all the presets and go through. So again, this was not to rank the best or the worst plugin setting and function, but as you can see, there are different plugins, different ways to compare that, and you need to find the best option for yourself how you compare. And the first one, again, a quick look into the menu to get an overview. The second one is use the bypass function and use the A, B, C, D if it is possible in the plugin to compare different plugin settings, and always check the volume. Don't get the impression that the louder one is the better one, and always check in the mix to really get an impression how or what does the plugin to the sound, how it shape into the mix. If you have any other ideas or if you do it in a different way, please share this with me in the comments, and I hope you find the best plugin for yourself by doing some comparison. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and I hope I see you soon in the next video. Stay tuned, bye bye.